All right, got one. Broke the ice right there. Bam. That's a monster right there.
Yeah, I know. I was going to say the littlest one in the brush pile.
Well, hey, I'm not picky today. We're going to catch some fish. Airmail.
Airmail.
Yeah, it's called airmail, guys. That's one of the Tennessee shad collars. Somebody asked me about this a couple of weeks ago. I haven't been fishing the Tennessee shad collars, which is a greenback with silver flake, and I got different color bellies. Blue, chartreuse, silver is the Tennessee shad color. That is a fluorescent blue, neon blue, excuse me. See how bright it is? Bam, he liked it. Two come rolling off that tree. I was letting it drift. And they come up after it. I mean, I wasn't that close to it, so that means it'll get a little active today. Anyway, that's a white crappie, that's why. Come here, he flopped down my hands. I'm getting better at this long rod, guys. I got my rod, y'all haven't seen this one. This is a lose. He's not a bad crappie, he's probably 10 inches. Airmail, buddy, he liked that airmail, he come running for it. Y'all haven't seen me fish with this rod, guys. The rods keep open. This is a Wally Marshall Pro Target lose. I've had it for over a year. I've used it once or twice, but I really like it. I've been using that Hound Dog red one I've got. I thought, hey, let's get the lose out today and catch some hogs with it. He's on took drag. He come rolling up her head to have that airmail. He's coming. Oh, here he comes.
Oh, yeah. That's what I'm talking about. Oh, yeah.
Bam! So I had to catch all the small ones off that brush pile first. I seen him come over there looking at it, and he didn't stop. He had to have that airmail. So if you throw cornhole, you know what airmail is, right? You ever play cornhole?
Oh, yeah.
That's why that one came. He knew exactly what to do with that airmail, right in that mouth.
Yeah, that thing won't even come on.
I've been having trouble with this one coming on. Sometimes it will not come on. I take it, I put the battery back in it, it'll come on.
Y'all, look, I'm trying to get my rod. I'm gonna put Dennis up on the fish. I'm trying to get my rod. I ain't even got a rod out, and he's in here trying to catch fish like that already.
Bam!
What in the world?
We're after big ones today.
What in the world? Yeah, I ain't even got my hook in the water.
Airmail, guys. Done the trick on him.
Pound 3 ounces.
Yeah, it's a good one.
Then got one around the trolling motor. Good gracious.
It takes a good fisherman to get him off the trolling motor.
I'm telling you, boy.
I'm going to net him just because I've got...
Another good one. I'm going to show you, Dennis. Got another good one right there.
Yeah,
another pig right there, y'all.
I don't know how well I had him hooked. He was...
I don't blame you for
I'm using a... Yeah, I did. Look, I'm using a weedless hook and it's dragging it through that.
Oh, yeah.
That's a hook I made weedless. Look, that's a peg right there.
Okay.
Bam.
Boom. Good day.
That's what I'm talking about.
Put both of them in live well.
All right, guys. This is a color. You can't. I don't have this color on the side. This is a floating. This is a floating bait made out of floating plastic. I'm playing with. So there you go. It's a bruiser color in the prey bait.
Yeah. Good fish.
Good fish. Yeah, that's a pig right there, buddy. Bam. It's a baby, the ones we've been catching. White crappie, though. It's fun catching white crappie. I don't get to do that very often. We don't catch white crappie on Gaston. Very, very seldom. There's the old take him off your finger trick, isn't it? He's probably 9 and probably 5/16.
He was a keeper.
Yeah, all of them are good ones.
Ain't that the truth? Especially when they ain't biting good.
Yeah, guys, they're getting hard to catch, and they're getting where they come up and nip it. And this one come running. I mean, he come running up out of the brush pile. We're fishing a treetop's what it is, I think. He come running for it. I mean, fair catch, it's mine. And I done had two come up and just nip it. And I done set the hook on him. I seen him turn. You see him turn on the depth finder. So Sam said, is it a good one? I said, yeah, it's a good one.
All of them are good.
Because he's got the right attitude. That bait is mine.
Right.
That makes him a good one.
He was willing to bite.
That's right. All right, guys.
Yeah. Dennis has got.
I gotta find room and get him out of there. All right, guys. We're sitting down just looking for fish, guys, riding around. There's fish up there about halfway up that dock there. We just pulled a couple of them out of there. Slick. This is a hot tail color. If it's got a tail, it's under hot tails. Slick color. Bam. We was talking earlier. If you don't have that hook opened a little bit, sometimes they can beat that thing to death and it just comes out of their mouth. Bam.
I might get one of my cast.
Airmail. Guys, we found a school here that's probably got 50 fish in it. Probably 30 to 50, say it that way. But I think they're all the same size. But the great thing about them is they got the right attitude. They're hungry. Before I got one of them, a lot of them are still just checking it out, you know.
They're hitting at it.
Yeah, they're hitting at it. Like, I'll go up and take one bite of it. That's a small one, but still on airmail. Bam. Stuck me in my hand. Yeah, I've hand sharpened this one before I started. I'll say my bait.
There you go. Now that's a picture perfect. You either felt him or felt the resistance to set the hook.
Yeah, I felt him hit it. He hit it hard. The thing is, some of them are not hitting it that hard, and when you set the hook, I'm messing them. I probably don't know how many bites I had before I caught the fish. I'm telling you guys, learn to wrong pole and operate this trolling at the same time. It's not easy. That's for sure. I cut my camera off. It was already on. I cut it off. Well, that's one of the little better ones. He's probably 10 inches. He's probably 10 and 3/16. Willie. This color's called Willie. It's wild color. Well, I got wilds from the baits. It's just a light smoke with red, black, and silver flake, guys. Y'all older guys? We used to use that a lot in grubs, didn't we? Got a purple tail. That purple tail says, "Here I are, come get me." Right? They're all fun to catch, no matter what size they are. We're just catching. We're just catching now, guys. There's a bunch of small, probably a lot of these fish probably not even taking part in the spawn, I would say, or done with the spawn. These little blacks. He's about 8 inches. We're just catching. We're just fanning head catching. You're not going to see them all. We're going to show you. I might show you a few of them so you know what's going on. But I'm just casting out there kind of like that right there. I figure she's about 4 foot. When I think she's about 4 foot, I'm just reeling slow. Just like that. So every once in a while I just kind of hesitate it, reel again, hesitate, reel again, hesitate, listen to a car go by, reel again, just like that. That was a Chevrolet Impala, 1966 model went across. That's what made that fish bite, wasn't it? I was talking to a fellow the other day, we was talking about cars. He said, you know, back in the 50s, 60s, 70s, when a car went down the road, you can go, that's a 66 Chevrolet. Now you don't know. You don't know if it's a Chevrolet until you get up close to it, unless you really know your cars. They all look alike. That's a decent one there. How you like that? That's a decent one.
Yeah, that's good.
Willie, guys, that's anything that has a different tail color, like that, is in hot tails, okay? Hot tails all have a tail color. There's like 20 colors with a tail color. What I'm showing you right now is that purple tail works. This water is pretty clear. Visibility is about 4 foot, 3.5, 4 foot right now. And hey, that purple tail is working, but it's a cloudy day. That's why I put that on there, on my rod, my reel. Let me start over. I put that on my jig is because it's a cloudy day. On a cloudy day, chartreuse is good. Something a little brighter like that, just draw their attention. Oh, you said it's probably small. All right, and did he hit it? You think he wanted creamy? All right, guys, I'm using something that I was just showing Sam before I made the cast. That's the first cast with it. I might be on to something.
Might be on.
I'm just kidding, guys. I'm having fun with Sam. Y'all know that. Oops. And I made him bleed too, guys.
Oh yeah, he did get it down.
Yeah, that's the worst I've ever hooked one for a long, long time. And he done it to himself. He hit it so hard that I didn't have time to do anything about it. I went to pick it up and bam, he had it. And sometimes I think they suck it in and you just don't feel it.
Oh yeah.
But this is a slider head. Okay. Like I said, I think he'll be okay. What happens a lot of times, y'all guys crappie fish, you hook them right at that crusher, right at the, when it starts to go in their stomach. That's where he's hooked at. When you hook them there, they bleed. But I think most of the time they make it through that. That's just a spot that will make them bleed. This is creamy. This isn't a floating bait, floating material. But this slider head is a 1/32, and we're in deep water. I threw it out there and I just let it sink. And with this head, it sinks like this. It glides. It don't just go straight down. It glides like that. So hey, keep playing with the floating plastic, and this bait is a Hoover bait. It's made there, or Strolling, if you want to call it Strolling. You can Google it if you want to. Just go Google it, and some of the pros will come up and talk about it, because I've done it many times. And they're talking about using the bass baits that are 4, 5, 6 inches doing it. Well, this 2-inch bait is made to do the same thing. So if you're interested, check it out. I'm working on that. Hopefully here about another month or so, I want to have these. I got the tracers already on, guys. If you're interested, this is a tracer. They're already on the site. But I'll have more information for you and a couple different ways you can use it. Bam. Yeah, it's a good one. I told you I get the big one. Yeah. I catch the big ones. Hey, I've caught enough babies today. I deserve a big one. Oops. Because the bigger fish are just hard to come by today, guys. We're catching a lot of males. Caught him on the Fluke. This is a Fluke winter color, which is, this color is a azure, which is a blue with a red, blue, and silver flake in it. And that chartreuse tail, he just couldn't turn that down. That is a nice long crappie, guys. Wow. That is a pretty fella. All right. We're going to let him go. Howdy, folks. Hope you enjoyed the video. Fishing with Sam Wildlife Adventures. Sam's always fun to fish with and gets on fish. We found fish in coves, on brush, lay down trees, treetops that have broken off out in the water. Some were in open water, so they was kind of scattered about. Caught them on different baits, variety of baits, variety of colors. It seemed like we didn't find that one color that was better than anything else. Covered a lot of ground, up and down the lake, quite a few coves, and that's what you got to do. Sometimes you got to go looking. And we spent some time looking too. Found some on floating docks too. They were very hard to catch. You see, there was very little space between the pontoon boat. Caught one out of there before the wind finally blew the pontoon boat too close to dock to fish, so we wasn't with the fight, so we went on. You noticed that too. But I had a big time. I thank Sam for taking me along. Check out Lake Country Baits. If you haven't been on Lake Country Baits, guys, there's 22 bait shapes on there and over 80 colors or combos. Okay, LakeCountryBaits.com. Hey guys, see y'all in the next one.